Hello, this video is about Bloodraven, aka Brendan Rivers, aka the Three-Eyed Crow, aka the Three-Eyed Raven, aka he who sees with 1,000 eyes in one. I will briefly touch on his background because there's plenty of stuff on the internet you can learn about that on. But these are my personal theories of what he's up to. The Ragnarok theory states that he's more of a Loki type character. I read a good Leviathan, it's called the Leviathan Theory Essays or something, a guy on Reddit who had really good evidence supporting that he's instigating a war between man and the others in order to unite the kingdom and place Jon on the throne. I do agree he is trying to place Jon on the throne, but first, little bit about him. He was one of the many bastard children of Aegon. I think it was Aegon the Fifth. His mother was Melissa Blackwood. The Blackwoods were one of the last northern families to move south. So I think the World of Ice and Fire said that that's maybe how, or implied that's maybe how the Starks have warging powers, because they mingled with the Blackwoods as well. Anyway, I'm going to start with Old Nan. I'd like to read a passage, or all excerpts. The White Walkers, according to Old Nan, hate everything with warm blood. So how could they be allied with Bloodraven or the Children of the Forest? Right there, they hate everything with warm blood. All right? So they would not ally with the Children of the Forest, and they fought them 8,000 years ago anyway. A few more excerpts. It was just a lie, he said bitterly, remembering the crow from his dream. I can't fly. I can't even run. Crows are all liars, Old Nan agreed, from the chair where she sat doing her needlework. I know a story about a crow. I don't want any more stories, Bran snapped, his voice petulant. He had liked Old Nan and her stories once, before, but it was different now. They left her with him. The old woman smiled at him toothlessly. My stories. No, my little lord, not mine. The stories are before me and after me, before you too. So clearly she's referring to the Weirwood Network, which means she may know something about Bloodraven. I'm not sure. Bloodraven, and I don't have the passage with me, mentions that the way Bran, I'm paraphrasing, the way Bran is able to see through the trees timelessly, flashbacks, maybe even flash forwards, is because the trees are like an acorn. You know, the acorn drops, becomes a new tree. He used some kind of metaphor like that. Next, let's talk about Beric. Beric was killed in the show. It was by the Hound. I think the books too. Yeah, the Hound killed him right beneath a weirwood tree. It was on Hollow Hill. The dirt was drinking his blood, and Beric is also a corpse-like one-eyed lord in a tattered black cloak, and he lived in there amongst the throne of weirwood roots. Sorry. So who's to say that, like, the kiss of life wood switch power that allows them to return dead people to life? Who's to say that, like, it couldn't be done by Bloodraven and just fuck it, let R'hllor or the Lord of Light take credit for it, as long as Bloodraven gets what he wants. Because remember, Bloodraven is very pragmatic. He is not a feeler. He is a thinker. He broke the guest right on, I don't think it was Bittersteel. It may have been, but one of the Blackfire guys, and he let them. He lied and said, "Yeah, come be on the small council," and then he killed them. So he didn't give a shit as long as the realm is safe. That's what he cares about. And finally, I'll wrap it up with this. the Varamir thing. When Varamir died, his consciousness went into a werewood before he was returned to the animal. Couldn't Bloodraven like actively return a soul to its body that was like, I don't know, absorbed, killed? I don't know. Preston Jacobs brought up some good points about the hive mind. I really like that. I do believe Bloodraven is part of the hive mind, but he clearly retains his own identity. And I quote, "I have my own ghost, Bren. A brother I loved, a brother I hated, a woman I desired. In my dreams, they haunt me still, though no words of mine have ever reached them." I thought that was one of the most beautifully written passages ever. Max von Sydow playing Bloodraven season 6. Can't fucking wait. Also, if he was going to be evil, why would they have cast him? I know the show and the books are different, but keep in mind he's black. I mean, he's half Blackwood, which means I think he does want Jon on the throne because Jon is also what? Half Targaryen, half Stark. Stark has Blackwood roots, and they also have the Blackwood warging ability, and they also have the Blackwood ancestry. So no, I do not think Bloodraven is evil, although I do like the theory. I don't think he's completely good, but we'll see. Thanks for watching. And soon I will have a better webcam and I'll put up more guitar videos. The last song on the Empiric album, I have a bunch of more Empiric songs to put on here in my band. And the last song, I'm currently looking for a singer. So if you sing, shoot me a message. Thank you.